Have you ever wondered if you wanted love, or if you simply wanted to prove to someone that you were lovable? Did you ever find yourself changing who you are bit by bit just to keep a relationship alive? For many of us, this happens without us even realizing it. Especially if, like me, you grew up in a home where love wasn't always cherished out loud. Maybe you made it your mission to find someone who would be obsessed with you, who would never leave, who would double down every time you said, "I don't feel loved." Is that unreasonable? Maybe. Is it impossible? I don't think so. When I look at why so many relationships fall apart, I often realize it's not because people fall out of love. It's that moment just before it happens, that phase where you're exhausted from feeding a love that seems one-sided. Love is a finite resource like anything else, and if you're constantly giving and giving, it's natural to hope that the other person will step up. But sometimes, before they even get the chance, you've already let them go in your mind. When you're with a partner who seems perfect, it's so hard to let go. You find yourself trying to make them seem like the wrong person, just to make the breakup easier. But deep down, you know that's not fair. Neither to them, nor to yourself. I've been there. Sitting alone after being dumped, thinking, if only I were skinnier, richer, prettier, or more accomplished, maybe they would have stayed. But the truth is, you could have been all those things, and it still might not have been enough, because love is the most complicated emotion we ever feel. Looking back, the moment I decided never to return to my ex, I realized how much I had poured into the relationship. I was always available, always ready to help. I even bought a car just to make things more convenient for him. I paid for things, split the bills, and funded his dreams when he wasn't in a position to do so. I supported his ambitions, his career, his life. But in doing so, I forgot to take care of myself. I let him believe I could handle everything, and he took that as his cue to wander, to fool around, to take me for granted. The hardest part about breaking up with someone who hasn't cheated is realizing how low our expectations have become. We don't expect much beyond not getting our hearts broken, but then we look back and see all the times we said, "I love you," and never heard it back. All the times we begged for affection, only to be met with indifference. And you realize, this isn't what a relationship should be. To everyone out there who feels miserable, I want you to know that you will learn to love yourself again. You will realize that you are enough just as you are. You'll find people who love you without expecting anything in return, and sometimes you'll be loved without even expecting it. You won't have to lower your standards or second-guess yourself. Great relationships are like breathing. They're natural and easy. And one day, you will find one that feels that way. If you haven't gotten closure, maybe the closure is that they never felt the need to justify themselves to you. But if you have a story you need to share, something that's weighing on your heart, I invite you to drop it in the comments.